Investing in certificates of deposit. Tip. You get it for free. It cost me $1,000 to learn this. In 2019, I opened up a CD that paid for 330 days. That's 11 months. It paid 1.99%. And I committed $20,000 to that. The first quarter, I earned $99. Second quarter, $99. Third quarter, because it's compounding, $100. And you'll receive a renewal notice shortly before the CD term is up. And on the final quarter, I earned $63 for a total $362 for a year. Now, when the CD renewed, and I did not know this, it only earned 0.1%. That's 1/10 of 1%. So for the quarters, it only paid $5 every quarter. At the end of the the second year, that year earned $18 compared to $362 in the previous year. Automatic renewals, be careful of those. I kept my paperwork, but I did not read it. Read your paperwork. Be prepared. Know this. In my research, I didn't find this mentioned anywhere, that at the end of the term when it renews, it will renew at the lowest interest rate. Go from 1.99 down to 0.1%. What you need to do is cash the CD in at the end of the year, at the end of the term, and open up a new one, and you'll go back to whatever the high interest rate is, and rather than go to extremely low interest rates. So continuing on, second year earned 18, third year 18, fourth year 18, for a total of $417. But the difference between the first year, $362, and the second year is a difference of $343 I missed out on the second, third, and fourth year, for a total of $1,000. I did not find this anywhere in my research. Even just before I made this video, I could not find anything about the renewal dates. But beware that when your CDs automatically renew, you may lose money, potential money, if you just allow it to automatically renew. You go in, you sit down, you cash in the old one, and you start up a new one, and you'll continue to earn, if it continues to pay 1.99%, you'll continue to earn $362 a year. Certificate deposit. What do they look like? Well, I caught one in the wild, and it says at the top of it, certificate of deposit. And this is what the bank will give you when you give it your money. To me, I had to give it $30,000. I got this piece of paper, and I would get my $30,000 in interest back when I brought this certificate of deposit in and signed the bottom saying, I'm turning it in, give me my money. And you have your date, the term of conditions, tax information, usually your Social Security, and written out how much it is. Looks like a check, doesn't it? Yeah, it's saying $30,000 in dollar amount. And then it talks about the maturity date, so you know when it is, what the interest rate is, and it will be at the end, and this is a compounded interest rate, and automatic renewal. Watch out for that $1,000 tip. Remember, you need to make sure what interest rate it's going to mature at. But when you cash it in, you don't care. You're getting your money back. This is what a certificate looks like. Now, banks have more than one certificate. Bank of certificate, different amounts, different terms, different conditions. We'll zoom in here. And they have them for various amounts. You can go from 30 days to 90 days to several years. And they pay, they have jumbo CDs if you have over $100,000, which doesn't count me, so I don't even have it on the screen here to show you. If you have over $100,000, they have amounts you can get. If you have less than $100,000, a regular CD for regular people, and you can, like I said, you can start out 30 days, 60 days, so I'm just showing ones that would be worthwhile investing in. 90 days. One thing I want to point out, I may have a learning disability or something, it feels like it, but whenever we're talking about percents, here's 1%, right? This is how it's written down in text, and they talk about it, it's 1%. But when you do the math to multiply to see how much 1% is of, let's say, $100, you have to add 2 decimal points. Instead of 1 point, that isn't 1%. 1% in math is 0.01. Multiply 0.01 times 100, which moves it over 2 decimal points. That's when you get $1. $1 is 1% of 100. I may be the only one to have problems with this, but whenever they write down 1%, when you do the math, it's different. So it always, I have to write it down so I can think it through. So that's so if you they have some that are for 90 days. That's 3 months, and there are 12 months in a year, so you could renew that 4 times in a year. And like I say, you have to have, if you have less than $100,000, which is just about any amount you have, we'll say $1,000 is all you have to spare. You're a beginning investor. You would earn $2 on $1,000 at the end of the year, and it renewed on you 4 times. Then if you go up to 180 days, you would earn 0.3%, because there's different CDs, different interest rates that they pay. You go up to 0.4. Remember the math part. You're going to add 2 decimal points, so that's 0.004 when you multiply. And comes up to 0.9%. Now we're getting close, and then 0.1% for 48 months. That's 2 years, so that's 4 years. Then they also have special CDs if you have a minimum of $2,500 to invest, which hopefully you're there, that you can put away for a period of time. And this here is for 9 months. 270 days, that's 9 months. And 9 months happens 1.3 times a year. So on $2,500, you would earn $170 in interest, compared to the lower rates back here. If you had $2,500, 1%, you'd only earn 25. So these special CDs attract your attention. And if you had $5,000 for the 270D special at 5.25%, which is 0.0525 when you multiply. If you had 5,000, you earn 340. If you had 10,000, you earn 680. What could $680 pay on a bill? And if you had 20,000, you'd earn $1,000. Now you're getting money that's going to accumulate. Imagine doing that for 10 years and you got $10,000 just for having your money in a CD. And that's how CDs work. Hope that helps you out.